Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hello. Well, hello, welcome. I'm Gary from Gary Captain Phillips. I live on a narrowboat, 57-foot narrowboat called Chuggabug, and these are my boys with Chip and Dale. And I hope you enjoy the live stream. It's going to be mad, I think, because we've just had a bit of a practice run, and it's already mad. So hope you have a good night and hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much.
Hi. Good evening, everyone. Glad you can join us. I'm Alan from my narrowboat venture. I'm moored in Yelvertoft. It's very wet today, very wet indeed. My channel covers cruising, DIY, all sorts of things. Nice to have you along. Cheers.
Hi, folks. I'm Steve. This is Chris. And we live on our 67-foot narrowboat, Amy Jo. And our channel is Life on Board Amy Jo. So it's really nice to have you all on board tonight. And really looking forward to it. And tucked away down here underneath the camera is our little Smudge, our dog. He'll probably be joining us later on. So sit back and enjoy the mayhem because it's already started before we went live.
Hi, everybody. My name's Ian, and I'm from Narrowboat Tales. And I've got control of the mouse tonight, so anything goes wrong, it's my fault, okay? Right, we've got two fantastic guests lined up for you. We've got Fran and Rich coming on shortly, and later on this evening we've got David from Cruising the Cart, who I think some of you might know. So, guys, let's go on. Let's get on with the show. It's Christmas.
Hey!
One question for you.
Hey.
Yeah.
One question for you, Ian. Are they earphones you've got on that hat, or are they just part of the hat? Because where we're looking, it looks like you've got earphones on.
I've got earphones on, which I didn't have earlier. Now then, you may recall that Jack, who was our guest on the last stream, called us the Four Amigos.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to open those little packages you've got. Now, Alan hasn't got one, viewers, and that's for one very good reason. This is in tribute. This is in tribute.
Right. This is going to hurt when I take it off. Hold on.
You're not serious, are you?
This is going to hurt so much.
There we go.
I can't.
That's for you, Jack.
I can't get the sticky off the back.
Alan, this is going to hurt taking it off. Hey, I tell you.
Alan, the reason you couldn't have one is that it would have pulled all your hair out, and that would have been hilarious to watch, but not for you.
What about me?
This isn't very nice yet.
Yeah, you're looking good, Gary. It suits you, actually. Yes,
am I looking good?
Yes. Wow.
Well, is it going to ruin my?
Hold on.
Something. I've got a little glass of wine here.
So I was going to say, take a picture of you. It's very good. Very good indeed.
What is the moustache of the wine?
It's only taken me 5 minutes to get this off.
Ow!
So
really
Jack, over in Crystal Beach, mate, this is for you.
Ian, what you have to remember is you're moored just by me, Ian, and remember there's always tomorrow, my friend.
Right, yes, mate. We'll get you back. You cut the corners off, it looks a bit like Groucho Marx, doesn't it?
You know what? I can't even see, can I? So, oh, yeah, I look like one of the Mario brothers.
Oh, dear. So glad I had a shave this afternoon.
Okay.
Have I got to keep this on, Ian?
Gary looks like Captain Bugwash.
I know this kid's watching, otherwise I could say something.
Mario Brothers.
Mario Brothers.
Yeah, I think I'll rather be a Mario brother. I think.
Mario Brother. Okay, we can take them off there. We've done our bit.
Thank you.
Oh!
Ah! Oh!
It's a bit like waxing.
That was lovely. Thank you, Ian.
Right. I reckon that's the closest shave you've had all week.
There you go.
That's it,
Right.
mate. Yeah.
Oh my goodness me.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see if we've
Good
got any
start.
questions
Good start.
coming in, shall we? We've got, someone's just saying we've got 800 viewers in less than 10 minutes. Wow.
That is
Can
something.
we
850.
Yep.
Can we welcome you all to Forego Narrowboat and everybody that's watching? We'd love to know whereabouts you are in the world. So if you want to drop us a quick comment, that would be great. We know we've got some guys and girls in the States. Where are
I can see
Chippendale,
my friend Dave is there off Narrowboat Isness, another very good channel. He's here. Hi, Dave.
Hi, David.
Gary, can you put up?
Yeah,
can
we
you
got-
find Chippendale, please? Everybody wants to say hello.
You want Chip and Dale? Well, I got Chip. Come here, Dale. Come here, Dale.
Oh,
Come here,
we've
baby.
got, what's that?
There's Chip
North
and Dale. Hold
Carolina,
on. Chip and Dale.
Ohio, San Diego. Wow.
There's the boys.
There's the boys.
There's the boys.
Yeah.
What's your
I
boys?
think we've got every state in the United States represented in viewers tonight.
Probably.
Yeah, and every county by the look of it. So, good evening
And-
from the to the
Yeah,
USA.
welcome
out there.
everyone,
It's
yeah.
really nice to have you guys on board.
Hi, Zach. Hi, Dave.
And Victoria.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jerusalem, would you
John.
believe? Welcome to those guys.
That's very
I've lost
apt. Jerusalem, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I can't get rid of me messages.
Oh dear.
Why can't
Oh,
I do
Okay,
that?
well- Yeah.
Hi, North Carolina. Coventry. Whee. Local.
Shropshire.
There we go.
Scott Holden, Shropshire. Yay.
Lisa from
Yay.
Queensland. Hi.
Cheshire, Nottinghamshire.
Prairies in Kansas. Hi, T. Holmes.
Has, the
Australia.
question is, have anybody that's watching got a picture of snow anywhere?
Michelle from New York. Hi. Picture of snow.
Yeah, has anybody got any snow?
Milton Keynes. Jules. Hello, Jules. Milton Keynes.
Catherine Kisby's on.
I have on a
Catherine,
Christmas
good to see
card.
you there. Yeah.
There's one for you, Alan.
Cheers.
Dubai. Cheers.
There's a
Hi to
comment
Alan
for
and Gary
you.
from the Cute
Oh.
Sisters.
It's snowing here in Ottawa, Canada.
Ottawa,
Oh,
Canada has got snow, apparently.
Oh, hi. Yeah. Hi. Hi,
But that's
Ruth.
good.
I don't think it'll be long. We're going to have a bit of snow here. It's freezing.
Hi,
out there.
Gloria.
Very cold,
Still
isn't it?
waiting to meet your cute sister.
Right, guys. What? Anybody doing anything exciting for Christmas Day? What are you up
Christmas
to?
Day.
Us?
No, what's Steve?
We're
and
obviously,
Christmas?
we're obviously going to be very busy. It's all stone silence. No,
Yeah, we'll
we're-
be around the girls.
we're going to go to our house where our two daughters, Amy and Joanne, live, and we're going to spend Christmas Day with them and their partners, and just the one day.
Hopefully in the hot tub.
Yeah, we're going to be using a hot tub. I mean, if it's snowing on Christmas Day and we're in a hot tub, that's going to be ace. Looking forward to that.
Oh, that sounds like
But
fun.
that's us for Christmas.
Thanks for the
Yeah.
invite, Steve.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Hey,
It's not
Too
Gary,
far for me to come, unfortunately.
Yes.
Gary, we got marina water we can go and sit in.
We can, because I know what I'm doing Christmas Day, mate. I'm coming to yours, aren't I, Christmas Day? Because I'm allowed.
Well, this is true.
Yeah.
Christmas Day. Yeah.
There's some that are in tier 4.
Does that mean
Have you
you're
got your hot
Any
tub ready,
visitors?
Ian?
It's not big enough for two. That far.
Well, I guess we can fill the world.
Well, Ian, if you-
with hot water. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, David, for clarifying that. Yeah, we know you're coming on later. It's glad you're watching. Thank you. Yeah. We've got another live on Christmas Day. Well, for those that want to put up with it, for 2 hours, if you're feeling alone or you want a bit of company on Christmas morning, then tune into this channel, and I'm going to be here. And by the sound of it, Gary's going to be popping in. So that'll be another bit
I'll
of fun.
pop in.
Yeah, there you go. And
Yeah, and I might, can I appear online as well?
of course you can, Alan.
Yeah, great. Yeah, lovely. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Of course, absolutely.
I'm going to be all on my lonesome on Christmas Day, so
Are you?
So
the company will be
you're more
nice.
than welcome on board.
Absolutely.
Hi, Caitlin. Hi, Mike. Hi, John.
Thailand.
We might make a brief appearance if I can get the technology to work at the house, and if I can get the girls to be quiet enough.
Have
we
you got
might pop in for a few minutes.
Steve, have you got a fairy on top of your Christmas tree?
Ooh, good question.
Or a star?
No, we've got a star on top of our Christmas tree here.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not sure what we got at the house.
It could be a Kevin the Carrot, actually.
Yeah, it might. Youngest
Not
daughter,
joking.
bearing in mind who's 31, has gone out and bought the complete Kevin the Carrot family, and they're adorning the Christmas tree. So if we do get live and we're over there, we'll have to show you.
Okay,
there's
well,
more likely Kevin at the top of the tree.
that won't last long because you'll need that for dinner.
That's if the dogs don't get them.
Oh, I love it. Where did you get the wine bottle and glass, Gary?
Well, that was actually a present from a couple of years ago, so it's come in handy. But I think you can get it on these websites, you know, eBay and Amazon. I think you can get them, and they hold a whole bottle, so they come in quite handy. To be quite honest with you, yes. It's surprising how many bottles you can get through once you have one of them. It's good. That isn't wine, by the way, Ian. That isn't wine. That's vodka and Coke.
Oh, right. Well, at least you can say you only had one glass.
I've just seen a message.
That's it.
There's 3 feet of
Honestly,
snow in Russia. Hi, Tony.
Alan, what's it like at Yelvertoft on the marina? Are many of the boats covered in decorations?
Wet. Oh yeah, quite a few have got rooftop decorations. It's quite bright, but today it's just rained and rained and rained. It hasn't stopped all day. They've been out this evening, loosening off all the moorings and everything. It just hasn't stopped. It's pretty bad. I can hear it raining down at the moment, but yeah. And there's people in like Caitlin in Australia where it's 40 degrees, and Tony's in Russia with 3 foot of snow. I've noticed 45 degrees in Ohio. Oh, thank you, Teresa. She thinks my hat is best, and with the glasses, it really is. You know, it's the ensemble, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
You remember Dame Edna?
You like the job of it all.
Oh. You all remember Dame Edna? I'm not sure I saw Dame Edna, but she used to wear glasses like this, didn't she? She was from Australia as well. Oh, Dame Edna.
Sounds like a bit of a Cockney Dame Edna there, wasn't it?
I'll do me Steptoe impression in a minute. Yeah, dirty old man. I can't read the comments in these glasses. Hi, Dave. Dave's up on the Langolan or Claclonon.
Llangollen.
Hi, Mary Jane.
Do us a favour, Alan. When you finish with them glasses, will you send them down to me? Because I could do with them.
Helps you see better, I have to say.
Shop for glasses.
Say again.
Sing us a Christmas song. What?
You've got to stop going to the 50p shop for glasses.
That's what they are.
These were 99p, so very good value. And they don't have
overseas
glasses on.
But the
I broke a pair the other day, so I have to get another pair.
Yeah, it's a little shop down the road.
Thank
when
you,
they first
Sue.
opened up, everything in the shop was 50p, including Gary's glasses. I think they're about £1 now, aren't they?
chaps, we've been
Changed
asked
the
a
name
technical
to
question.
Two for a
Is
Pound now,
Excel
haven't
the
they?
best coal?
Sorry, Alan.
We've been asked a technical question. Is Excel the best coal? Well, all I can say is that
Well.
I use it. I buy it in the marina. They only have 2 different choices of coal, which is Excel and something else. It's meant to create less ash. So, yeah, I find it very good. Very useful.
Yep.
Very good.
We'll echo that as well. We use Excel, and it burns really well. We've got a little Hobbit fire, and it loves it. Burns really well in there. We're currently sitting in 24.8 degrees centigrade. I can't work out what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's hot.
It's not as hot as Ohio. I can't even say it. Ohio, 45 degrees.
Right, guys.
Diesel or coal? Well, Excel is coal.
Okay, right. Now then, apart from the fact that I'm sat in 28 degrees here in a Christmas sweater, and I see I'm the only one wearing one,
No.
we have got
Oh,
our
Gary's got a
first
sweater
guest
on.
in the studio. They've just been mic'd up, and I believe they're just coming through the green room, and they'll be joining us very shortly. So, viewers, this couple I followed right from the start. Right from the time they were in Norfolk, right the way through to where they are today. They are a fabulous couple. So I give you Fran and Rich from Floating Our Boat.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi guys, how you doing?
How you doing?
We're all good. We're good.
We're fine, in the mood, ready for Christmas. Let's just get it all started now.
That's it. Yeah.
Excellent. So what have you been up to today then?
Oh,
It's Christmas present making.
yeah. Spent the
Baking.
day making me a present. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
And getting my actor's voice ready for this evening.
Oh.
Have you been lubricating the throat by any chance?
Just a little bit. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Cheers.
yeah. Cheers, guys.
There we go. Thanks. Thanks is best bitter.
Is that cider there?
I've got
No.
Budweiser.
Oh, where are we
Oh,
going?
Budweiser.
Thanks is bitter as that. Yeah. Oh, it's amber.
Yeah.
Nice. It's a nice pint, that.
A right nice
It's very
story.
nice pint.
Wow, it'd be a right nice pint, that one.
So, Rick, how is life for you on the cut?
Brilliant.
Fabulous. Yeah. We are coming live from you from Cheshire, England. And we're actually going to move tomorrow, aren't we? We're going to fill up the water tank and move out in the sticks tomorrow. We're in a town at the moment. So we'd like to be a bit more remote for Christmas Day. So we've just got one little bit of shopping left to do in the morning, and that's it, done and dusted.
Believe it or not, of all things, we haven't got Brussels sprouts.
Oh, that's good.
Some of us
You can invite me round then. That's good.
And then we're off, so we're all loaded up with all our fuel and everything, and it's traditional for us to have a Christmas Eve cruise. We always have a Christmas Eve cruise. If I can get him to wear his hat, I will, but it's a bit of a push. But
It's going to be a bit chilly tomorrow, so that'll be a perfect hat for tomorrow.
-3 tomorrow night, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's cold.
Yeah. On Christmas
We
Day,
want
the field
snow.
factor is -6.
Mm.
That's
well, in the
cold.
7
That's
years
cold.
we've been on, 7 years we've been on Amy Jo, and I've been desperately waiting for it to snow because I want to get a picture of the boat covered in snow. And we haven't had any yet, so we're praying this year that we get some.
When we picked the boat up in February, we were iced in. When we,
2018.
Yeah.
A lot of snow then, though, in the Midlands, wasn't there?
in the first week or so, we couldn't move because it was iced up and snowing, and then from then on, there's been none. So it's a shame.
I'm just loving watching Gary with that bottle. It's so fantastic.
Do you want just think, Rich, you'll be able to fill it full of gin.
Yeah, wouldn't we?
We've not actually dug the sloe gin out from under the bed. We had to hide it. So it's hidden underneath and behind all the underbed storage, so we couldn't get to it.
Yeah.
And it's not managed to get dug out yet. Christmas morning.
Well, what a great turnout, guys. Look, we've got 932 people watching.
Hello, everybody.
Really? Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
I've seen so many comments while we were in the green room from lots of our subscribers. So thanks for all popping along. Sarky bugger. Rita McElvey from Alabama.
In fact, I was asked to send best wishes from John Mack from New Zealand to you.
Oh, yes. Hello, John.
Yeah.
He's up early.
I'm not
Well,
sure he's
yeah.
watching, but he told me a few days ago to send his best wishes.
Oh, and David from Cruising the Cup says hello.
Oh, hello, David.
Nice of you to join us. The big guns are out.
The big guns are out. Yeah, absolutely. So what have you got planned for Christmas Day? A quiet day?
Yeah, we just generally always have Christmas Day just together, don't we? On our own?
An Aldi,
And it'll start off with a nice big fat breakfast and with Bucks Fizz.
Yes, Bucks Fizz first of all before anything, and then a nice
presents.
big breakfast, have our presents, and by then it's almost lunchtime. Not that we have a big pile of presents, because we don't, but we just go very slowly. And
Do you get up late, do you? Is that it?
No, we don't get up late. In fact, we get up quite early normally, but those first 3 hours of the day, what happens? What happens to those first 3 hours of the day?
You're cooking.
You get any day. You get up at 7 and you have a couple of cups of coffee and it's 10 o'clock, you know. And if there's Bucks Fizz involved as well, who knows?
Now, next year, in a
Time to
year's
walk the
time,
dogs as well.
Fran, in a year's time, can I have a signed copy of your foraging book, please?
If I'm still alive after eating all that stuff.
I'm still alive. It should be, a wealthy widow.
What got you into the foraging?
Anymore.
Sorry?
What got you into the foraging? What made you start?
Poverty.
Rich is too tight to do the shopping.
It's many years ago. I used to work or helped out at an old herb garden and got learning about ancient foods then, and it just clicked with me, and I love it. But you've just obviously got to be so careful. It's all right. I'm eating leaves and picking stuff. I still have real trouble getting Rich to eat mushrooms. But yeah, slowly but surely.
Right, too.
Don't you like red mushrooms then, Rich?
No, I don't like, especially ones with the white spots on. She keeps trying to feed them to me.
So have you ever thought about doing an ebook, Fran? I know you're worried about poisoning people, because I heard that on your blog, but I really believe that you could do an ebook.
I'm really no expert. I'm really not. I've got a fascination for it, and I read up lots, but I'm no expert. So I think I'm quite happy to put some bits on our website as I learn. But I think people, if I can tempt people to have a go, then they can go do the research themselves. I think that's the way it needs to be. Things like nettles is fine, and blackberries and all that stuff, and sloe is fine, but you know, when you start getting to identify leaves and flowers, it's a little bit more dangerous, I think. But yeah. But yeah, we're not Christmas dinner. It's all real stuff. I think we've got foraged sloes with the Christmas dinner, and that's about it. Yeah.
From behind the settee.
yeah, somewhere like that. That's us behind the settee, I think. Yeah, by then.
Yeah.
So what's happening in your neck of the woods for Christmas, guys? I know Ian's doing the broadcast on Christmas Day.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Brilliant thing.
Yeah, I'm going to annoy him when he does that, so take part.
But not as much as me, Alan, because I'm going to be joining him. I think because we're allowed unless it changes, because it's changing every day. I think we're going to tier 3 on Boxing Day here, but I think because Ian and I live on our own now. We can go to one household, so So I said I'm going to take a bottle on board Morning Star, so I might join him for his live feed. So that'll be good.
Well,
Yeah, my hat's just slipping. Hang on.
Well, we're hoping to join our girls at the house. So Amy and Joanne, we're going to spend the day with them. But if I can get the technology to work, we're going to gate crash Ian's live feed for a few minutes, just to say Merry Christmas to everyone.
And I know that you've sent me a video greeting to play, so it's going to be a cracking show. Actually, it's turning out to be really exciting. I'm not going to say what's going to be on, but it's going to be really exciting. But I think Alan, coming on. Alan.
sorry, Ian, I didn't catch what you said. Yeah,
Are you
say that
wearing
again.
glasses? Are you going
Can't
to
hear
be
what
wearing...
you're saying. Sorry.
I'll try once more. Are you going to wear your glasses, Christmas
That's
morning?
better. Yes, indeed. If you'd like me to. They're wonderful, aren't they?
Hey, we got there.
It's such a lovely thing to do. Your Christmas Day live stream, because I think there are going to be just so many people that are really feeling a bit sorry for themselves and can't, meet up with family as they wanted to. I think it's just a lovely, lovely thing that you're doing with that. So,
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
we're going to be 3 men in a boat.
sorry?
3 men in a boat.
3 men in 2 different boats, because you're not going to join us. You're going to be on land.
Well, it's
3
a
men in
houseboat.
their
You know.
boats. I think we're in the best place in a boat, aren't we, when it rains like this? We can just float away.
Yeah,
Well, that's the one.
I'm just getting your rain here, Alan.
Wasn't
Oh, yeah, it's just started.
You're getting the are you? Yeah.
Hang on a minute, guys.
Really? Yeah.
Rich, last year, weren't you caught up in the rain on a river about this time, or was that January?
Yeah,
before Christmas. Yeah.
We were on the Huddersfield Wide, isn't it? Near Wakefield, trying to get onto the river, and we were stuck there for 4 weeks, was it? 4?
We were, and we were getting a bit worried because we were due to get married, weren't we? In fact, I'm sure that I saw Rich doing rain dances every night so that the wedding didn't happen, because we just couldn't leave the boat. We couldn't get anywhere. But
fortunately, such is the boating community, we were really looked after by the people from the private moorings there, and they let us moor on a spot that was unoccupied, because the boat owner for that spot couldn't get back to his moorings. So we managed all right in the end, didn't we?
It was a case of putting poles down the side of the boat, and it was, looking back, it was really exciting. But at the time,
it was quite clear of rivers in the winter from now on.
No, I don't blame you. So, any idea when you might be getting your new boat, or
new boat?
Yeah.
Don't forget the boat warming party.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
You want to know when to pop round? Yeah.
We went and had a look.
I'll bring me bottle.
Just smash it on the side.
Sorry,
And,
Rich.
it's coming on really well. It's a bit slower than we expected, but people have had to self-isolate within the company. The normal run of things hasn't happened, but we're really surprised when we went. Wasn't there so much fun? In fact, I forgot to put it in the latest video, so it'll have to wait till the next one after Christmas.
But we think they're starting to paint the outside, or continuing to paint the outside, just after Christmas. So we're going to go along and watch them painting it all, and the colours will be revealed. And yeah, we really need to decide on a name, don't we?
I guess there's about 5 proper names that we're considering, isn't there? But I think we'll end up putting 5 in a hat.
How about you put it out to your subscribers?
Oh, well,
how about putting the 5 names out to your subscribers?
Well, we might do. Yeah, we've had about 4.
And then we'll lie about the result.
Yeah,
We've had about 400.
you choose your own.
Isaac.
And,
It's not easy, it's not easy. We've
we'll look
got some
forward to
lovely
it.
names that mean a lot to us, and whatever we pick, it will be the right name.
Yeah,
won't it?
it doesn't matter, does it? No. Yeah. But hopefully we're talking about a very early spring for it to be ready to launch.
Late Feb, early March. So that suits us fine.
Yeah.
There's a message for you, Fran.
That'd be a nice time.
Early spring, that'll be nice.
It will, yeah.
Message popped up at the bottom.
Yeah.
Marjorie Johnson, I hope Fran gets lots of room to create in the new boat.
Well, that's down to you, really, isn't it? It's 58 foot, so we've got an extra 8 foot on the boat. But really and truly, I don't think I've got all that much more room. It will just be an easier layout. At the moment, when the loom is out, we can't actually pass each other on the boat. You can't. It blocks the whole way, and it won't be like that. And I'm also hoping that the well deck might be big enough to sit outside and weave in the summer, which would be nice. But yeah, I can manage. I can carry on. I've been weaving in this tiny space for 2 years, so it won't stop me. But yeah,
nearly
3 years. Yeah.
We're going to resist having a cratch cover and a pram cover at the back and see how we get along without. So be interesting to see if we can get along without pram cover on the back.
I've got to be a bit careful because if I claim too much room, it does keep threatening to get a butty and sling me in the butty with my weaving loom. So I've got to play it a bit carefully, you know. I just pinch little bits of space here and there without him knowing.
So is the boat a cruiser stern then, or is it a semi-trad, or what's the
Semi-trad.
stern on the boat?
Semi-trad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we chose a semi-trad because it's the best of both worlds, I think. And you know, one of us can sit down while the other one's steering. You know, it's plenty of space there.
Well, does that mean you'll be sitting down while I'll be there?
You're a better steerist than me.
I like the sound of that, Rich.
Yeah.
You get to sit there while Fran steers. Excellent. You do the locks.
We're not sure where we're going.
Who does the locks?
We share. We well, like these locks here, because they've got the narrow locks, but they've got 2 gates at the bottom. So Fran doesn't jump across them, and I do, and it saves time. So when we've got 15 locks at Audlam, for instance, it saves so much time if I just do those locks and jump across while Fran steers the boat through.
It's become a bit of an issue for me. I've never stepped across the lock, and I know I could. That's not a problem. But the longer it's gone on and I've not done it, I'm now nervous of doing it. So it's not worth it. Yeah. You know, we're never in that much of a hurry, really. And I just figure I'm getting the extra miles walking, going up and down.
I'm the same, Fran.
Yeah, it's silly to take any chance.
Totally.
You don't need to. It's just not worth it. No.
Right.
I've done it twice on the Audlam flight, on the narrow ones.
Yeah. It's you know, I should have done it right from the beginning, probably, but you know.
You don't need to, though, do you? At the end of the day, you know, we're not in this life to do a rush around, are we? At the end of the day, any of us.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
So we don't know where
that's one of the things.
For the purposes of the
That's one of
viewers
the
that
things
may
we
not
learned
know,
early on.
hang on. For the purposes of the viewers that may not know the story, what made you decide to come onto a narrowboat? Was it your love of water?
No, we'd had as a child, Mum and Dad bought a narrowboat in 1972. And we had that for about 7 years or something like that till us teenage kids had enough of it. And ever since then, I've really always wanted to come back. And after working for so many years for so many people, I got sick and tired of it. And one day I turned around to Fran and says, "How do you fancy living on a narrowboat?" I just was cruising YouTube like a lot of people are who message us, and just these narrowboat channels came up. Robbie, David, you know, the usual crew, and I just got hooked, you know, and just sat there in a bit of a depression watching all these videos. And then we were already booked to go on the Norfolk Broads for a holiday, and we decided that we could live in a closed in confined space together, and so we'd never ever look back. It's I can't imagine us being on land again, although we miss the gardening aspect of life, don't we? That's about all.
We thought we'd got the perfect solution, the house with the big garden where we could grow our own vegetables. We had the bees, we had the chickens, and we thought that was absolutely what we wanted, but you just never know, you know. And when you dropped this bombshell on me, I thought, what? And I did the pacing the floor in the middle of the night thing, doing all the sums and working out if we could afford to do it. And I just thought, you know what, well, just go for it and try it.
Yeah, but
And
Fran,
and
now
I
you've
loved
got
it.
all the cows. You've got the cows, the sheep, the horses.
Thank
You've got
you.
2,500 miles of garden.
We're going now. Bye.
Oh, I've said the cow word.
I took to it.
C word.
Yeah.
So, is there any messages you'd like to send out to anybody who may be watching Fran and Rich?
Oh, I think there's so many of our subscribers watching. It's a delight to see them all popping up. Wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a better 2021. And I know it's going to be. It's just, it's got to be. It can't get any worse.
Yeah. And there's some, you know, some names. We want people to keep messaging us. There's a few names that we've not heard of for a little while. And you know that people go off and start watching other channels, and that's great. But I don't know if you guys have found it as well. There's a few names that have disappeared off of our list, and we do worry about people if they're all okay. So, yeah, it's always nice just to get a quick message from everybody, just so that we know that you're all okay out there. Yes, and we'll be back.
Carry on doing what we're doing for as long as we can.
Yes. That sounds a bit final, doesn't it?
Oh, I'm not going to leave you on that note.
I'd like to say hello to family, but I'm not sure that any of them are watching out there. But if you are, hello.
Steve, Jenny, hello.
Yeah.
Well, would you do one thing for us? Everybody that's watching, I know that you see Mark and Debbie quite often. Would you please give Debbie all our love?
Yeah.
Hopefully they're watching tonight, and Mark as well.
Yes.
And continued health in 2021 to you both and to everybody that is close to you.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
Have a great Christmas. Cheers.
Thank you.
We'll
Thanks
be-
everybody on you too. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye. Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Bye.
Merry
Have a good
Christmas. All the best, Rich, Fran.
Wow, wasn't that lovely, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Hey,
excellent.
That was
They
lovely.
are
Yeah,
such a
nice.
great couple.
We've all moved round. I don't want to be there. I want to be up there.
Oh, where have I gone? Oh.
And it's all right, Ian. I can't see where I am, so don't worry, mate.
Don't do that. Don't do that
I think-
too often, Ian. I get motion sickness here.
Let's put it
I
this
think
way,
we've had-
Gary. If we were in a
Yeah,
flat,
it's
I'd be above you.
We
I
seem
can
to
look
have
at
had various.
this and see.
Sorry, guys.
We seem to have had various requests for us to sing a song. I can't imagine why.
Oh no!
Oh, no, don't start on that one again.
Under 12 days.
You didn't give me the words, Ian.
Well,
I did.
No.
people
No,
are
we won't
asking,
be doing
where
that
is
one.
David?
Sorry,
People are asking, where's David?
David will be on shortly.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's got the kettle on. Come on, Dave, hurry up.
Yeah,
Someone's got the right idea. They said, don't sing a song. Yep, good on you.
No,
thank
yeah,
you.
that's better, yeah.
That's the right answer.
If we start singing songs, our subscriber rates are going to plummet. You know that, don't you?
What? Okay, winter cruising then. Alan, you do a lot of cruising.
Oh, well, that's me. Yeah.
Would you like to? Would you like to give a short synopsis of winter cruising to our viewers?
Well, I was hoping actually to go out tomorrow, Christmas Eve, but I've decided against it given the state of the weather and everything else and the lack of sun. I think it might be a bit unwise, but I do normally go away at the New Year, so we'll have to see what happens next week. I think last year I was definitely out for New Year, and last year I should say I was definitely out for New Year, and the year before I went out in mid-January. There's no doubt it's lovely to cruise when the weather's fine, but the way it is at the moment, I just it's best to stay here, I think. And of course, from Boxing Day, we're going into Tier 3, so presumably that will mean no moving about, because at the moment those areas in Tier 3 shouldn't be cruising, other than for essential needs. So that's rather put the kibosh on anything anywhere at the moment. So we just have to see. I mean, the Canal and River Trust have already issued the guidance for Tier 3, and most of us are going that way. So it's going to kibosh for the time being.
What about you, Steve and Chris? You've cruised in the winter, haven't you? You're normally out on the cut.
Yeah, we love cruising in the winter. It's for us, it's the best time of the year. But unfortunately, going into Tier 3 on Boxing Day has put the kibosh on a lot of our cruising plans.
Yeah.
We're currently in Tatton Hall Marina, literally next door to Ian up there, and Gary's just down the jetty a ways. And we were going to stay for Christmas, and then we were going to go out for New Year's Eve and spend New Year's Eve on the cut, like many boaters do. But unfortunately, I think we're going to be spending it in the marina now. So such is life. But as soon as we can start cruising, we'll be out on the cut again, and obviously vlogging our cruises, because that's what we do best.
Absolutely, yeah. And you've been playing with live streaming, haven't you, as well?
To mixed reviews, yes. We had a short cruise of about hour and a half, 2 hours from the Cheshire Cat, which is in Christleton, which is a village just outside of Chester, for those that don't know, to the marina. It took about 2 hours, and it worked.
That's because I was in front, Steve.
You was, yes, yeah. Yeah, but 2 hours of watching your behind, mate, it didn't do me any favour.
Listen, Steve, if I had a behind, that would be okay, but I haven't.
Yeah, I mean, technically it worked fine, but it's met with mixed reviews. Some people enjoyed it, some people hated it. I
thought it was good, mate. I sat there and watched the 2 hours, and I thought it was really good, mate. I thought it was, considering that you had the camera at the bow and you were doing all the talking remotely from the stern, and the sun, the conditions were, believe me, it was like I am here with these lights. It was just, the sun was just full on, and we couldn't see a thing. But the camera, it's for me, I think it worked well. I think it worked really well, mate. I do.
Well, there was two occasions where we nearly extended Chuggabug by 67 foot. Because I couldn't see what I was going either.
Steve, you should be thankful, because I only just spotted that working boat coming towards us, and you didn't see it at all, mate, until I moved.
I just happened to say to Chris, "What on earth's Gary up to?" Yeah, there's a boat.
You should have seen the whites on his eyes, the fella on the boat going past me. Jeez.
Do you know what? He sort of waved at me, but he was shaking, and I just realised why now.
Yeah, Chugs is a cute girl, but when you've got 17-ton hurtling towards you, it's a little bit different.
It's no fun. Yeah, we had the sun right on the nose of the boats, and this working boat came round the corner, and Gary and I could barely see it. We barely see it, but we missed it, fortunately. But the poor chap on the back, I think he'll be changing his trousers when he gets back.
For those of you that have asked, I have got a cheese top roll supplying for Christmas. So thanks for asking. I might give it a miss on Christmas Day though, but I have got a supply in. Thank you.
You should show us one while we're live, Alan.
I don't know what with you with cheese top rolls and David with cheese sarnies.
Yeah, I can't beat some cheese.
No, you can't beat it. Can you?
I'm surprised either of you need to empty your loos, to be honest with you.
Someone was asking about vandalism.
Yeah, somebody was asking about vandalism on the cut, how we deal with it. For us, it's a difficult one because we've got a stick. I've got the dog, and he might be small, but he's got a big mouth. No, seriously, we don't get that much vandalism up here. It's very rare that we do. And if we do, it's normally because a boat's been left on the cut for days on end, and somebody's seen it as an opportunity and broken into it. But very rarely, I think you'd agree, guys. Yeah, we don't get that much up here, do we?
No.
Happy thing is for Christmas, when you get the lad coming out the pub drunk, they sometimes think it funny to take your life ring off the top of the boat and run down the towpath with it.
We did have an incident in the summer where a boat was stolen about 6 a.m. in the morning from a marina about 5-6 miles north of where I'm based. And it was interesting because
the police didn't have to walk up the towpath after it, did they?
No, they collared them at Watford Locks. But what was interesting was that when the electric supply was disconnected, the boat owners got a note that the supply had been connected, and they asked someone to look into it, and the boat had gone. And the boat had been heard leaving, but obviously other boaters thought it was the owners that were going out on the boat. So they didn't make a very fast getaway.
Wasn't that the one that the police? Wasn't that the one the police actually chased them down the cut in another boat? And
no, I don't think so. No, I think they just when they got to Watford Locks, where obviously you've got to wait to go through the locks, the chap was caught there.
I think the police and the CRT actually put photos on the CRT website with it.
Yeah,
the
police put something out, certainly.
With the bobbies on the tiller and everything. Yeah, it's quite good. Yeah.
Someone was asking just now, I noticed, about why marinas don't accept post. I think your marina doesn't, does it? Does anyone know why they don't?
Our marina isn't a residential, so all we do is virtually rent the parking space, if you like. We spend most of the time out there, so it's not geared towards residential. Other marinas are, but there's places where you can have post office boxes and things like that. And a lot of us have relatives, so the post goes to relatives. So that's how we get our post. So yeah. But residential ones do, but we're not a residential mooring, so we just go out. Even though we live on our boats, we don't live in the marina. We hire their facilities and everything. And by the time you tot it up, how many times we come in to top the water, empty the loos, get fuel, and use the facilities, the boathouse, the laundrette, and everything else, it sort of works out pretty. You pay more, but it works out pretty good. And if you need to go away anywhere, like Steve and Chris going to Christmas and that, you know your boat's secure in the marina, so it's a good marina like that. So all we do is hire the mooring space, really. That's all we do.
Problem with residential moorings is that by rights you're supposed to pay council tax. Now a lot of marinas don't have residential moorings because they don't have to pay that. If we start having mail delivered here, it signals the council and people watching that people are actually living on the marina, which is not the case. We moor here for reasonable lengths of time, but everybody spends some time out on the cut, and like Chris and myself spend most of the time on the cut. So and as for post, we're lucky we've got the house that my daughters live in, and our mail goes there. And I think Gary, yours is the same, isn't it?
Goes to my daughters. Yeah.
And I use Post Restaurant, so I go and collect it from the post office.
Yeah.
And have a bite to eat when you're there, Ian.
What, in the post office?
Well, you said, what is it, post office restaurant? Come on now, there's got to be food involved.
I think the
be
wine's
food
got
involved.
Yeah.
Or is vodka?
That far down that bottle are you going?
Vodka? You said vodka, Chris. Back in.
Ian.
I know where you are.
Set the dog on you.
Yeah, by all means, I'll set mine on you.
As is just flat out.
Hey, look at them now. They're poised. Look at them. Trained killers. Look, see?
Yeah.
I can see them.
They're ready
Just
for
about
you.
that much.
Alan.
Watch this. I only have to say the magic words. Treats. Treat. Oh. Treat.
Oh, yeah.
You have to give them one now.
Yeah.
about getting a
No,
dog?
they're not. No, to be honest, they've had a few treats today, and they don't usually get that many. But Chip, as you can see, is going he's going rounder, shall we say? In this weather, you can't walk them like I do in the summer. I can walk them miles, but in this weather, you can't walk on the towpaths. And where we are, you'll get run over out there, so they don't get the walks as such. I do take them. Well, I walk around a lot with Steve, with Smudge. We do walk them, but they don't get the same exercise this weather. So, yeah.
So, Alan, have you ever thought about having a dog?
I'm not a doggy person, so no, I wouldn't consider it at all. I have had a dog. We've had a family dog, but it's not my thing, I'm afraid.
Right. Okay.
No, it's. I'm
Ian,
averse.
have you ever considered it?
Yeah.
I've considered it, but I've never had a dog on a boat.
No.
Time.
I have an aversion to pet hair, so it's. I think a dog is just too much of a tie for me. It just wouldn't suit me.
They are a tie.
A lot of people do suggest
Alan,
it. A lot of people do suggest getting a dog. I don't know if they think. I don't know why they say that actually, because it won't do me any benefit. But because I suppose I'm by myself, I'm not lonely or anything. I get on fine. You know, I don't need any additional company. But no, I'm not really a doggy person.
Here.
Yeah.
Gary, how much
take this off.
Sorry, Ian, say again.
How much wine is left in that bottle?
Ian.
Yes. Or was that the next bottle?
No, but hold on. But just in case that runs out, I do have a reserve.
Now, anybody that's watching, I don't want you to think the boaters are all drinkers.
Listen, that's how we survive. No, I poured that, to be honest, ready for the vlogs. I poured that ready for the vlogs, and then half an hour before we came live, we have a bit of a practice just to make sure everything's working. And then I thought,
Can we see Smudge, please?
I've got a special glass. So I got, what was that, Chris?
Daddy. Come see Daddy.
So, but it's brilliant. I mean, look at this. Watch. I'll demonstrate. And then if I run out, I'll have to go and get another one. I'll demonstrate. Look, see?
You're crazy. Oh, hang on, Val. I'm getting a red light. Hang on, I'm getting a red light.
Oh, it's Santa. Is it Santa?
No, I've got somebody that's come into the studio, so we've got to get the mic up.
More important than Santa.
Yeah, much more important than Santa.
Oh yeah,
David, I thought it might be.
Hey.
Yeah. Now we've got to be on our best behaviour. So
I'll try. I'll put
our hats on. Alan, I think you might want to say a few words.
Yeah, I'll say a few words about David. I don't actually think David needs any introduction. He's the best well-known and most successful of all the boat tubers. He started in July 2015. I followed him right from the start, and he did start out from Yelvertoft, where I'm moored. That's just coincidental. But I was checking back. In Christmas 2015, having been going for about 6 months, he had 900 subscribers. And I think he was really chuffed to have 900 subscribers. Today, he has a phenomenal amount. He has 172,000 subscribers. What can one say other than ooh? But anyway, I actually first met him. I first met him at the Crick Boat Show in 2016. And I thought, what a thoroughly likable chap he is. And I'm delighted to welcome him into our live stream. So thank you, David. Thank you for joining us. And hi. Where is he?
Hello. Hey, you were just saying something about boaters not being drinkers. But happy Christmas.
David. Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas, David.
Yeah, and rather like Gary, should I run out, I've got a bit of reserve supply. And if Harvey's want to sponsor me, give me a call. Get in touch.
I love it.
We're all furtively hiding away our wine bottles and whiskey bottles.
I'm not hiding mine, Steve. No.
That's empty.
Yeah.
Oh,
welcome into our.
I think we've still got a little drop left. I'm not sure.
Have you anything exciting planned for Christmas?
Say again. Tommy Houston, I can't hear you. Say again.
Have you got anything exciting planned for Christmas?
Well, I'm hoping to go and visit the family, but already that plan has had to change slightly because they changed the rules, as you know, on the lockdown restrictions and all that. But I should still hopefully pop over to see family on Christmas Day. They are my support bubble, so I believe I'm allowed to go over there. But what with the tiers changing all the time and the Teenage Mutant Ninja virus doing its thing and changing all the time, who knows? It might just be better if I stayed on the boat. I've armed myself not only with the sherry, but obviously I've got the obligatory box of chocks, which I'm working my way through. So I'm kind of well stocked. So if I want to just stay on the boat on Christmas Day, I can. If I can go and see family, then that would certainly be nice. And I think they would like to see me. I hope they would like to see me too.
The question that everybody wants to know, David, is: do you like Brussels sprouts?
I do like Brussels sprouts. Yes, I'm a fan of the old Brussels sprout.
Excellent.
Do you have the camper van, David?
It just so happens he's bought you a bag for Christmas to say thank you for joining us.
Send it over. The marina I'm at does accept post. Send it over.
Can we redirect ours through you then?
So you've been in the without giving away where you are in a marina, and you've been there for the winter period?
Yeah, moored up for winter now. I'm in the Midlands on a winter mooring and just sitting in the boat, not doing a lot because there's not a lot you can really do. I've got the stove on. I don't think you can quite see the stove, but it's down here, and it's quite toasty. Temperature currently in the saloon 18.6 degrees, but with the Christmas jumper on, which you ordered me to wear, it's quite hot.
I got my
and the hat.
I know the feeling.
It's the hat. It's hot.
David, behind you, and I've seen it on a number of your vlogs, is a Cruise in the Cut cushion.
Oh, thank you for mentioning it. Available from my Redbubble store. Links in all the video descriptions. T-shirts, mugs, all the merch.
I was going to ask if it was available, but you beat me to it. Lovely.
No, I'm right in there. You've only got to mention the merch, and it's going to get plugged. I'm a YouTuber, don't you know?
Yeah, of course. Now, I've got a very important question for you, David.
Okay.
I met you back in Fradley in the summer. Do you remember meeting me?
No.
We had a little chat. I was on the end of a rope, trying to pull you in.
Like that.
Were you?
Right. Now, I saw the battered chimney then. Is it still
that chimney? Ooh.
Chimney is doing sterling service. I have not replaced it. It works perfectly well. It just looks a little tired and like it's been through the wars, but it still works perfectly well as a chimney. So, no, I'm too tight-fisted to replace it.
Absolutely, we absolutely love that vlog, David. We could see the colour in your face getting redder and redder. Excellent vlog.
Hard. I thought, do I admit what I did to this chimney? Because then I went back and looked at the original video of when it was absolutely brand shining new, and I look at it now, and of course it's got a bit of coal tar down here, and obviously all the lumps in it from where I hit it with the hammer. And I thought, am I really going to admit to doing this? And I thought, I think people might like to hear this. Mostly they did. So yeah,
you were so
only
proud
you, I
when
think,
got that
David.
new chimney.
Only you, David, could get away with lying on the roof, hammering a bloody chimney for 20 minutes, and put a vlog out that gets thousands of views. It's amazing.
I had people saying that me lying there seductively on the roof was an entirely different kind of channel, which they weren't expecting at all.
No, you're adding words, David. You're adding words. I never said that.
That's premium content, that is. Pay per view for that. Do you want me to browse these questions? Are there any questions coming in?
Yeah, there's
Oh, you see, I can't look at you and look at the questions at the same time. So apologies to anyone watching if I have ignored your questions, because the questions are here, but I need to look there. So unless I sort of...
Yeah.
There we go. No one would know.
Someone did ask.
Alan.
What's that about the van?
Sorry,
And Alan, yeah.
And Alan asked if you've still got the camper van, David.
Oh, I've definitely still
We don't
got
know
the
who
camper
Alan
van.
is.
Yes. No plans on getting rid of the camper van. In fact, here's part of it. I'm still trying to make 4 months after I started. I'm still trying to make a set of cupboards for over the kitchen area, and I'm just being thwarted at every turn by my own incompetence, by the fact that every time you coat some paint on, you have to wait 4 hours or whatever, 6 hours for that coat to dry before you can do anything else. And it just seems to take forever. So it's literally been about 4 months since I started this shelving unit, and it's finally starting to look like it might come together very soon. But I'm not really holding up my hopes, because something will thwart me at the final hurdle, I'm sure.
David, there's a question on the screen which will give you the opportunity for a plug.
So it will. I could tell you a story, but you know what would be better than me telling you a story now? It would be if you went over to my brand new Stories channel, David Reads Stories. Yay! I am hopefully uploading the first one tomorrow. I tried uploading it earlier, and the phone signal, the reception here was so bad it was going to take hours to upload. But hopefully I'll upload a Christmas story tomorrow, and that's on my new channel, David Reads Stories. So there you go.
Look forward to that.
Well done. That's right. I'll accept payment later. Oh my goodness me, David, have you ever done any winter cruising with all your experience? Serious question. And do you have any tips for any boaters that may or may not be considering that?
Well, the thing about winter cruising, firstly, I admit freely that I'm a fair weather boater. I like sunny, dry, calm weather. So if there's wind, wet, snow, whatever, it just becomes to me less fun. So I'm not a huge fan of winter cruising. You've also got to work around any canal and river trust maintenance work that might be ongoing. And okay, it's a bit dotted across the network, but you've still got to consider it. I suppose one of the main reasons I don't like winter cruising is because there's not that many boats moving around on the network usually. It's a quiet time of the year. And if I'm on my own, if I were to slip at a lock and go headfirst in, normally there'd be someone along fairly soon who could help me out, call the ambulance or whatever. But in winter, I could be just lying there face down for hours. So it does make me a little bit more cautious, a little bit more nervous. And particularly when you're trying to cross from one side of a lock to another over some of those very slippery, quite narrow little gangplanks they have on the lock gates. It all just feels a bit dodgy. So I'm not a huge fan of the winter cruise. If you are going to do it, I mean, it's a beautiful time of year. It can be lovely. The canals are quiet because there's fewer people out, so you have more to yourself. So if it has snowed, which I haven't seen snow in quite a while, but if it does snow, obviously it looks very beautiful. There's pros and cons. So you do need to take care. I would advise, if you're going to winter cruise, take someone else with you. And then apart from anything else, they can go down in the cabin and make you a nice hot cup of tea while you're standing at the back, or vice versa. You can
make a cheese sandwich.
Or a cheese sandwich, yes, perhaps a nice cheese topped roll, Alan? But
yes, cheese topped roll. Yep.
Crew can take care of each other, you see.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good advice.
Any more queries?
Oh,
David,
what's coming through?
get married so you can have a wife on book to open the locks for you. That's a bit naughty, isn't it? Hang on.
Oh, it's a good question for you.
Yeah, just come up, David.
Benjamin.
Oh, get married. No, you see, I tried marriage once before and it didn't really work out. So that's probably not on the cards again, I suspect. But crewmates, yes, fun and frolicking crewmates, applications welcome.
Right, another question for you on
Yeah, I
screen.
agree.
Free
Another
mug
question.
included.
Favorite kind of tea? I do get asked this a surprising amount, and just normal everyday teabaggy tea from the supermarket. Just black tea, dash of milk, no sugar, nice and strong. I've just switched to PG Tips because apparently their tea bags don't have any plastic in them, where a lot of the others do. So I'm rocking my eco credentials now.
Oh, Fran would love me for that one.
If PG Tips want to sponsor me, give me a call.
Yeah.
Oh, bless you, Leslie. Thank you so much for that lovely comment. Not everyone appreciates my sense of humour, has to be said, but thank you.
You got an offer.
You know, I knew it would be her. Thank you for tax reasons. Yes, we'll talk later.
We've got one here from Narrowboat Life Unlocked, David.
Oh,
Question.
yes.
As a single boater, can you see yourself spending your days on a narrowboat in old age? That's a long way off, I know, but
Not that long. Yes and no. It depends, really, doesn't it? How infirm one becomes, to take a serious note, because
Yes.
I know quite a lot of senior narrowboaters, let's call it like that, present company accepted, obviously. And if you start to have problems with your knees or your legs or your arms, it might be that you can live on a boat, but it probably wouldn't be practical to actually go boating on a boat, because you do need a certain amount of solidity in your legs and in your arms to be able to pull the boat in on the rope, whether you're mooring or you're going into a lock or anything like that. But you could perhaps wind down from boating on the boat to living on the boat. But even then, it's the toilet that gets you. I knew we'd come round to this. It's always the toilet. You have to empty the toilet. And if you've got a cassette, you need to be able to lug a heavy cassette. If you've got a pump out, you'll need to be able to drive your boat to the pump out. So you still need some degree of able movement to be able to live on a boat, even if you're not going anywhere on a boat. Now, I love living on the boat. I really do. So there are no plans to go back into a house, but quite what the future would hold depends on what the future holds.
I agree.
Well, there you go. That's another option.
Louise, thank you very much. Nice to have a tea buddy, but no, if you're going to clean the teaspoon, that's just not right. Or the mug. The teaspoon and mug need to stay as horribly stained as they
Brown.
are.
Yes,
Yeah.
brown.
Thick
Adds
with
to
the
the
mucky
flavour.
tea. Yes. I saw a thing once. I always explain it away. I saw a cookery program once. As you know, I'm a big cookery person. And they explained that where you cook with woks, you don't clean the wok. You let the flavors accumulate. I don't know if that was nonsense or true, but I've always
You're
taken
supposed to leave a wok.
Is that?
I don't know whether you know, David, but recently I've been doing Gary's Gourmet Galley. And if you want to cook an omelette, I wouldn't have a clue because I can't even break an egg. But I had a comment. I was using a metal utensil in my wok, and they said you mustn't use metal because it will take away all the non-stick. I don't know whether you've seen my wok. It's about 40 years old, and there's no non-stick left on it anyway, so it doesn't really
I don't
matter.
think any of us have seen your wok.
Alan.
Alan's very quiet. Have you got a question?
Yes,
for David?
yes, I'm listening. I'm listening. Have I got a question for David? Yeah. Have I got a question for David? How do we get more viewers? No, I don't know.
Honestly, thanks for your lovely intro. It baffles me every time I look at the subscriber numbers on my channel. I like to think I can turn out a half decent video, but I'm still absolutely mind boggled at the number. And as you said, when I reached sort of 900 or 1,000, I was ecstatic. I was over the moon. And then
You really were.
Like, how are there 10,000 people watching this? And now, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's lovely, but I'm as baffled as anyone. I guess it's an escape, isn't it? And it's a different way of life to a lot of people in other countries who just don't have the canal network.
It's quality as well, David. It is quality as well.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.
I've been wondering how much you paid everyone.
It's expensive forking out the money to those subscribers every month.
I think a lot of it. Yeah, your sense of humour as well. We've been watching your vlogs for ages now, and I particularly liked your river cruises where you're actually moving the throttle to level 7.
Oh my word! When I was coming, there was a bit. I didn't film on the river because once I reached the end destination, I set back again to come to a winter mooring, and it was, I don't know if you recall, there was about a weekend of really torrential rain. There was some storm over France, but we caught quite a lot of rain. And all the rivers in the Midlands certainly rose up quite a lot. And there were loads of strong stream warnings. And the Canal and River Trust sort of information board had all the signs in red saying, don't go. And I remember thinking, I think it was a Saturday, and I was at a lock on the River Trent. And I thought, maybe I'll go on. I'll leave here on Monday. Well, that was stupid. I should have left on the Sunday because by Monday the levels were up, and I departed through. I think it was Nottingham, wasn't it? And I got to Nottingham on the Trent, fine. Although you could see that the river was moving, and then the bit through Nottingham is a canal, so that's easy, straightforward. But by the time I got to the other side and came back out onto the river again, I remember pushing off the lock landing and putting the throttle down, and the boat just sat still. And I was like, oh, well, this is novel because normally it moves when you put the throttle down. And I hadn't appreciated quite how strong. I mean, it didn't look like the river was moving that much. But so I gave it a bit more and a bit more. You've never seen a narrowboat move more slowly. Seriously, a tortoise on the riverbank would have gone past me. It was just ridiculous. And I went, no, I am determined. I'm not going to be stopped by that. And it was stupid because I had 4 miles to go, and it is the slowest 4 miles against the current you can ever imagine. And the point I'm eventually getting to is I came up, I realized I wasn't going to get back to where I was supposed to be getting to, but I wanted to get to the next lock. And it got to a point where I could see only about 100 yards ahead of me. There's the lock landing. And I had the throttle already going like mad. And I'm like, I'm not sure the engine's going to be enjoying this. And I turned the corner and the river had narrowed a bit. And of course, that meant the water was going faster. And the boat just stopped in the middle of the river. And I went, I don't appear to be bit more throttle. And nothing happened. And I thought, am I seriously going to have to turn around, which is going to be interesting with this much current? And then I will fly all the way back to where I was a moment ago. Those 4 miles I've done that way is just going to pass. And heaven knows what actually coming to a halt at the other end is going to look like. But incredibly, I kind of managed to do a tack against the current and slid over this stream. And suddenly, when you came out of the path of the stream, which was coming past the lock, of course, the boat suddenly got its momentum and shot forward. And it was like, you know, those comedy YouTube videos where a cruise ship crashes into the dock. It was a bit like that. Possibly the worst docking I've ever done, but I made it, so that was right. But I wasn't filming, and probably a good thing too, because there would have been naughty words on the
that would have been good. That would have been entertaining to watch. That, to be fair, like
it really wasn't that entertaining.
It's a bit like Steve following Gary up through the nook.
I beg your pardon, Ian. He's never pulled me through the nook.
No, but David was saying it was very, very slow as a tortoise.
No, that was me pulling him through the nook.
Don't worry, David.
Have you experienced the problem with leaves in the water where it stops the boat? Have you had that problem?
Oh,
yes. Something I had very recently, where the water looks sort of clear, but it's covered with leaves, and it just gradually stops the boat.
Autumn is such an interesting effect, isn't it? Because you've got all those lovely colours in the trees and all those damn leaves in the water. Yeah. And you wouldn't think it was possible, would you, for leaves to clog up a propeller driven by a 36 horsepower motor? How? And yet, when you've got them around the prop, you just stop moving, and it doesn't seem feasible. I remember when I was coming back it was the end of last year after my gearbox problem and I got it fixed at wherever I was, Stone, and I was coming back down the Trent and Mersey, and I would say literally every 200 yards I had to stop, put a blast of reverse on to clear the prop, and then I could edge forward again, and then a blast of reverse, and it's just the most painful progress you could ever imagine. So leaves, they're lovely to look at, and they are a dratted nuisance in the water.
Yeah, I was so surprised when it first happened to me, because I was going through it was Bridge 27 actually, and as I approached, the boat just seemed to stop. I carried on, I turned around and came back, and exactly the same point, it just happened again, and I thought, why is this happening? And apparently it creates some sort of vortex in the water with the leaves, but you just wouldn't have thought it possible. I did have a problem earlier in the year where something just went clunk and the boat stopped altogether, and wrapped around the weed hatch was all sorts of vegetation, and it literally stopped me and put me in limp mode. I could hardly move the boat, and I'd never had that before. And I'd had something the day before, but 2 days running I had to go down in the weed hatch, and this is on the Leicester line, which is a clean clean canal compared with many that people go through, but it just went bang like that and stopped me instantly.
I've only had it affect me like that when I've had one of those plastic bags they wrap the coal in. I've had that round the prop, and that brought me to a halt. Funny enough, that was right near Yelvertoft as well. I think I was coming up the creek to Yelvertoft, and
I must have been that bag of Excel I lost.
Any more?
Yeah.
Someone's asked David what you had for Christmas dinner.
What am I having for Christmas dinner? Well, that depends whether I go over to see the folks or not. I mean, it won't be a big thing anyway. Probably a nice cheese sandwich,
That's the next thing.
We'll have
Which is your favourite cheese?
We'll have all the trimmings on it, David.
Say again?
Or will it have all the trimmings on it?
All the trimmings, namely tomato.
That's the next question that came after that, David, is what is your favourite cheese? There you go.
I like a nice strong cheddar. I usually have a Pilgrim's Choice or a Cathedral City or one of those nice extra mature cheddars. Yes, and I've got a
feeling I'm not with David Johns. I've got a feeling I'm with Wallace and Gromit somehow with this with this vlog.
Cracking cheese, Gromit.
Cheese, Gromit, yeah.
I tell you what, David, are you okay to stay on now? Because I think we've got Fran and Rich that I can see are laughing their socks off on their boat. And I think it might be nice if all six of us were together on the screen.
Yeah, go.
Bring them on.
Bring it on. Fran and Rich, I can see that you're waving at me.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. We'll have you.
Hello
again.
Hey. We've moved to the sofa.
This has got to be a first, isn't it? There's actually 8 people on this food.
I got an ear on the in the front. There we go. So, Fran and Rich, have you been enjoying this shambles of a live stream from the comfort of your boat?
Brilliant, funny.
It's been really fun, good fun, and what an attendance! It's been lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, well over 1,000 people watching. Fantastic.
Good to see you, David.
Yeah.
Hello, by the way.
Cracked me up. Somebody said, "Look at David's ears peeping at the top of his hat." Look, cracked me up.
We've
our own ears. See, look.
Honestly, I haven't got enough problems to deal with.
I think David's done very well. Earlier on this evening, he was panicking because he had no data because he couldn't get a signal. So, bless his heart, he actually went out and got an extra SIM so he could join us. And I think that's very good of you, David.
Well done, David.
Well done, David.
15 quid on this I've spent.
Yeah, we'll put the check in the post, though.
Look at that. I can read it.
Oh.
I couldn't help but notice someone asked if we could do a song. Now I don't want to do a song, but I did actually get this out just in case. But
No. Thanks, everybody.
so badly out of tune.
Can you actually play anything?
No, I can't play it either.
I could go and get my little piano.
We've got some bells. We can listen to the bells.
Hang on, I'll go get my little piano. Hang on.
Have they?
Got to reset.
Yeah.
You ready?
Shall I go get my guitar?
Oh, it's gone wrong already. Hang on. Let's try that again.
Made all the difference, David.
Enough of that.
Okay. Well,
Steve, people wouldn't believe that. Steve, people wouldn't believe you two are actually campanologists or whatever they call it.
We are, okay, yes. We are bell ringers, all right, yes.
You are bell ringers in real life, yeah.
We do.
Is that Alan?
I'm the campanologist. That was me playing the piano. Yeah. Oops. Hang on.
No, you just camp, Alan.
There you go.
There we go. Well done,
Yay!
Get your ukulele out, Dave. Come on.
Yes, David.
You play?
Richard Clayman of the Narrowboat world.
What can we play then?
Oh,
Right, all tune in. Little C.
I think we give the music a miss.
Yes, yeah.
All right, okay.
Probably saying encore.
Right, Boxing Day. David and Fran and Rich. What would if someone said to you could do anything on Boxing Day, what would it be?
Well, we always go for a good long walk, don't we?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that particular avenue of pleasure may have been closed off to us this year because somebody has just found out they can watch football on Boxing Day.
Yes. Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace, I'm afraid.
I thought you said football, Fran.
In the morning, go for a walk.
Well, that's that one. What about David then? What's your answer?
If I could do anything, I'd go to the moon and stay there for a few months
Eat cheese.
and eat cheese on the moon.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I think that's great. Right, well, guys, we're coming towards the end of our allotted time. So I think what we should do is just go round the screen. So we'll start with David, and we'll go right the way round, and I'll finish off to wish everyone that's watching a happy Christmas. Would that be okay?
Absolutely,
Yes.
yes.
Really?
Well,
Yes.
obviously, happy Christmas if indeed you celebrate Christmas, or otherwise happy holidays. It's been a funny old year. Next year's going to be a funny old year. Here's to 2022. Cheers.
Hey, what about 2021?
Alan,
No, we'll
Yeah, I was
skip
going to
that one.
say, yeah.
2021. You
Alan,
missed a year, David.
do you want to say happy Christmas, Alan?
Yes, I want to say big thank you to all my subscribers. Thanks for watching and supporting the channel. It means a great deal to me. My next vlog is out tomorrow, so look out for that. It's just a Christmas chat, really. Nothing special. But I hope wherever you are in the world, you have a wonderful Christmas. And I hope for all of us in the world that 2021 is a much better year. So take care, everyone. Look after yourselves.
Cheers.
Steve and Chris?
Yeah, we'd just like to say Merry Christmas to everyone, and hope that however you celebrate Christmas or New Year, may it be a good one for you. And to all our subscribers as well, I've mentioned it in our next vlog, Thank you so much for your support, guys. And everyone that's watched tonight, you've sat here for an hour and a half listening to us rabble on. So well done. And all we've got to say is Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Cheers.
Gary?
Yeah, just thank you to all my subscribers, supporters. Thank you for everyone for all the private messages. I have received actually presents from my subscribers. So what I'm going to do is do a vlog after Christmas. So thank you very much all. And wherever you are, if you're on your own or whatever, if you're on your own, tune in to Ian on Narrowboat Tales on Christmas Day, and hopefully we can cheer you up a bit. So we'll just say Happy Christmas from Chuggabug.
He's halfway down it.
Cheers.
Yeah, well, I'm getting there.
You do it, go on.
Well, thank you very much to everybody. Thanks for joining us all tonight. Thanks for having us on this show. Again, reflect what everybody else has said. Whatever you're doing on Christmas, just try to remember it's not all bad out in the world. It seems like it at the moment, but there's always good people. There's always good things. So try and think of them. Raise your glass to everybody and anybody. Have a drink, have a giggle on Christmas. Whatever you do, find something to have a giggle at. Don't take it too seriously. It's new beginnings. Cheers.
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 Everyone.
Happy New Year.
I'd just like to say to all my subscribers and all those that helped me get over the 1,000 barrier today, thank you very much.
Hey.
I wish you all the most fantastic Christmas.
Well done, Ian. Well done on 1,000.
Well done, Ian. Yeah.
If you are around on Christmas Day morning from 10 o'clock to midday, please do come along. I've got some great things lined up for the live stream. Any vloggers out there who would want to send a Christmas message to be broadcast, please do. David, if you're sat on the boat, contact me and perhaps you can make a guest appearance. Same with Fran and Rich, you're very welcome to. And I wish everybody the most wonderful year in 2021. And for once, I really hope that we can all get together and meet up at Crick. So I'm just going to press the button. We're going to be quiet for 40 seconds. God bless all of you. Take care and a Merry Christmas.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas.